There's one very important thing though this turn which I need not to forget, and that's doing a deal. The last deal probably with the Nolan.
Every day is an opportunity, my friend.
So let's get the trade treaty first of all.
Let's see here.
Nearly
I'm
2,000
sure we can
credits.
strike some kind of a deal.
I'm glad I saved
You
that
are
order.
far too...
He had enough money as well, which is great.
Oh, yes. By
His
all
technology doesn't seem to have gone up all that much. I think he had that last time I checked. Okay, I figured out a deal with the Nolams that I want to do. Probably the last big deal I do with him as well. So he's got about 80 annual tribute left that I couldn't quite get. I'm going to give him Weather Controller, which isn't too damaging an attack to give him basically. And most of my treasury this turn. There are techs that he would definitely like off me, but are too powerful to really give him extra production or weapon stuff or things that allow him to grow quickly. I don't really want to give him. The extra food isn't all that damaging. I am going to pick up a tech off him as well. The positronic computer is a bit out of my way on the current tech path I'm planning on going down, so this would be quite useful to pick up now. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's propose.
You are far too munificent, my friend.
Okay, and let's say goodbye for now.
Fare thee well, my friend.
I also spent a bit of time in my espionage this turn on actually sending a couple of agents to go and spy on the Nolams. And the one thing, or the lot of things I got to do now is updating this build list, which I haven't gotten around to doing yet. Okay, so the build list is updated this turn. There's quite a few deep core mines going in on various worlds now, at least a few anyway, if not more than that. To be honest, I've no idea. There's so many friggin' planets, I'm losing track of what's building what. So yeah, that is the build list for the turn. I've done the movement. That's my current income. So we're getting how much? About 1,000 from trade, treaties, and incoming payments off the Nolams. So it's going to be a missed certainly when that goes. But yeah, my economy is very strong without it, frankly. 2,000 oil credits. I can buy a Titan every 3 turns or so, which is going to be huge. I've done bits of movement this turn, so I've got a tiny bit left. Sadly, it looks like the humans have split their forces up a bit here, so I may have moved my ships out of Celtic a bit prematurely. They could be coming up here, but it's not going to be too long before I can come up there. So let's start here first. Let's bomb these out of existence if possible. Yep, that's one down. And if I get lucky, I'll get that as well, but I didn't. This fleet over here has arrived on the jump gate, and I moved the Titan down. I'm in a position to declare war on the Darlock next turn. I think I will be as well. A destroyer had down here for ages. I've slowly brought over here and it's arrived on Goy. I could upgrade that, so I'm going to have to buy something down here. And, yeah, buy transport and go through that wormhole. I think that's what I'm going to be doing there in a bit when I've got the money. So what is left? I think it's, well, I've got transport still, which I'm probably going to be needing in that system actually. And yeah, I think that's all the movement. Got that transport coming down, that's blockading. So over here, where I think I'll make the jump gate there with that factory in a minute. I've got 4 transports to move. So I think what is on that? One battleship should be able to take out that, because I don't think there's a battle station there. So let's take... I'm going to bring my entire fleet to there then. Well, first things first, let's get a... whatchamacallit, a battleship to deal with it. So I think... yeah, they're both over here. Let's move that to there. I've got stuff to upgrade blueprint wise, the new computer, but I'll probably wait until I get the modifications there, unless I want to buy a ship coming up. Right, let's attack down here. Take command. Nebula's a bit in the way. Let's move over to there. Attack missile base. Shit, the shields are down. Did I need more than one battleship? Hope I didn't. Okay. Right. Memory was correct, what I needed. One battleship was enough. Probably would have, well, I would have got damage if it had been a battle station. So this colony has 5 marines. Right. So that's done moving, that's done, that's done. Let's move, there's no defenses here, no, and there's no defenses here, so let's move that to there, let's move that to there. I need 1 transport for that. Let's move that to there. Okay, let's attack. 6 marines, deploy. Right, new colony. Ooh, that's an issue, isn't it? I forgot, I didn't check to see how many transports I needed for these. Let's bring 1 to there. Can't remember, I have seen it, but I can't remember what it was. 5 marines, 2 tanks. Now, since last time I recorded, actually, I found out a bit more about ground combat. I saw a comment on someone else's video about hit points, and they, I believe this person is a mod author of a current popular mod for Master of Orion, and he mentioned that basically powered armor has twice as many hit points as normal marines. Now, I'm not sure if that's in the main game or just in his mod. If it is in the main game, which it may be, then yeah, they're really friggin' powerful. So, also if they do have 2 hit points, maybe the Battlelords do have 3 hit points. So I'm going to go on the assumption that that is the case. So 2 of these would have 6 hit points, add 5 is 11. And I would have 12 if they are 2 hit points. So 1 transport may be enough here. Now there are percentage bonuses as well. So I think they get 10% Battlelords, so that would be 1 point, well, just on themselves. Maybe it would only be 0.2 actually. Or maybe the percentage is added to the entirety of the ground combat amount, which would be 1.1, which would be 12.1, which would be, against my 12 would be more. But I think I have better armor, and I'm sure I have better ground combat bonuses than the humans in other areas. So you know what, let's try 1, see how it goes. Yeah, and it did actually work. So I really think that may be right with the hit point system, that powered armor gives 2 hit points and Battlelords does give 3, which it does actually say in the description. But in the description it doesn't mention anything about hit points for powered armor, so there's no wonder why it's confusing. If I come and try and find it in here somewhere. Yeah, there's no hit points there. In this guy's mod as well, I believe he actually, for the armor as well, on ships, which is also supposed to affect ground combat, he's updated it so it shows the ground combat amount, which is 5% for each armor, so 5, 10, 15, 20 I think. I assume that what it might be in the actual game as well, rather than just his mod. So that's excellent. Anyway, let's hopefully take Gorgonis 3. I'll move 1 to start out. And 10 Marines, that's 16. I'm going to need 2. 6 for the Battloids. Deploy. Earlier on we had some very close situations with the Mercians where those hit point calculations are, well, it would have been very few ways where the old method that I thought how it worked would have been possible, because I think there was a battle with 3 Battloids and 7 Marines that I lost, but I won the one with 17 Marines and 3 Battloids against twice as many 24 powered armor troops in that one and 12 in the one before it. There were very few scenarios if in the old system that I thought how it worked, where it would actually be possible for that to win. So yeah, it does seem the hit points is accurate. Right, so I've pretty much done everything for the turn now, apart from updating these with whatchamacallit, alien management centers. Let's do that before I end the turn. Okay, and they're big enough to be of use value here. Enough population. One more. Right, put that on production. And last one. I think. Done. Oh, there's a tiny bit of movement. Oh, those transports, well, I'm going to need them up there. So, how can I get them up there? 2 turns. That is actually the quickest route, isn't it? But I'm wary of bringing them to there now because of them coming in there next turn. So I'm going to keep them there, actually, this turn. And they've all moved. I think I've moved everything. Let's end the turn. Right, so the war against the Dalek should be this turn. The Nolan are actually invested in the Interstellar Stock Exchange. Now, it is possible they could win via that method if they've passed a certain threshold within the galactic share, which I doubt they have. Let's have a look. So they need 40% on here to be able to win. Doesn't prevent them from buying shares, but it does prevent them from winning. So let's have a look in here, see how much they've invested. They've bought 1 share, so they have maxed out that. In fact, I might buy 1 share just to prevent them from maybe accidentally winning. I have to think about that if they were to get 40%, which I think is pretty much impossible at this stage because I have over 60%. I don't think I'm going to be losing share. Right, let's do the automated movement then this turn. They haven't moved. Good. Not sure if I bring that up this turn or wait for the battleship to join up. So it's 1575. I might wait a turn. Threatening fleets. Mr. Eel. And that up there. Spy was recruited after I probably lost one before. Let's have a look in the espionage. That's about to revolt, but I don't actually need that there anymore because I've got battleship and transport coming down. Okay, I'm going to take a minute out now then to think about declaring war on the Dalek, which I'm probably going to do, and also update my build list. So if you're wondering just how strong the Dalek are, we can see their army strength here, and you can also gather when I actually made my Titan ships, I bought them by these huge jumps up. There's probably going to be some more of those coming up as well. So I'm really not worried about the Dalek at all. I have had a look around the map trying to find out where their fleets might be. They've got a arrow by there, there's a scout. They've got a small amount of ships here that could be a threat until I'm able to buy a ship there. I'm just short of actually being able to buy a battleship there, which is what I am considering doing next turn. And yeah, so I'm kind of waiting on that basically. I should be buying some transports coming up as well somewhere. So I got 16 left. Yeah, so I am getting up that in 3 turns. That's an area where I could buy transports, otherwise I'm going to have to ferry it in from over there. But I am ready now to attack them this turn. So let's move the Titan down there. The build list this turn, I've actually started on making a ship on Yarn for the first time in a while. To be honest, I can buy ships a heck of a lot more quickly than I can make them, even on my best production world. So yeah, 16 turns a Titan takes to make there. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, I think, buying in the main. Right, so let's do a bit of movement over here as well then. So I've got a bomber to take that out this turn. Let's drop that. There's a space factory which I should bring up to here and actually start on a jump gate. Right, there's a bomber I can move up to there. Yeah, everything's taken on here now, isn't it? No blue pips. So let's bring the transports up there. The question is, do I bring those immediately without the bomb and the battleship? I think I'm gonna wait a turn there, because they could group back up there very easily, or both attack at the same time if I were to bring them in. Or should I? Are they likely to attack me? Honestly, no, they're probably not, are they? So, yeah, forget that. I'll just bring them up. Okay. So, yeah, I can't move those. Let's move to there. So there's looking like a big combat coming up, certainly, against the humans. But I'm expecting to win it. This fleet I shall bring down here. Oh, there's a factory there. Let's take that out and work on some of these asteroids. For now, they can be turned into asteroid laboratory, but eventually I'll probably want to make them into planets if the game lasts long enough. Let's come down there. Okay, anything left? Destroyer. I don't think I'll upgrade to the newer one because it doesn't have much weapons on the newer one. And that's... well, I can't really bring it up there. So I'm going to have to wait another turn with that, I think. Right, so that is it for the turn, apart from this Titan. Let's take command and declare war on the Dalek. Right, there's a huge freaking nebula here, so I'm going to have to skirt around it. For a second I thought my hit points had been taken out. Right, so different colour, or maybe I'm just imagining it. Right, brilliant, taking down the outpost, and I don't think the Dalek are going to be too happy about that.
Patience is a virtue. Next time, wait until you are ready before you turn on your benefactors.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to actually go into the Diplo screen to get rid of the non-aggression agreements. If I didn't do it against the humans or against the Mercian. Not sure about alliance agreements though. We still are actually allied with the Nola. Right, that's it for the turn. Bit worried about them attacking there. I've only got a starbase and a destroyer, but yeah, what's the worst that can happen? Let's end the turn. So there could be a big battle coming up next turn. Got transport coming down there. The humans aren't going to be around for much longer. Right, the Dalek are bombing something. Hope that wasn't my jump gates in the GUI system. It may well have been. Mission success. We revolted Picto Prime. Right, it was here. I think that might have been an out. No, it wasn't an outpost. It was just a sensor. They split their forces up a bit though. Yeah, I don't really want that coming over here being loose on its own, to be honest. There's a the odd jump gate nearby that could get wrecked, so that's a bit problematic actually. Okay, let's do the automated movement this turn. There's a bit of a dialogue fig there which my Titan can take out. Scout there still. Right. Picked a success, so that should now be coming back. Yeah, travelling. My security is just above the 20% mark, so I can't really send more spies out on a Nolan. Maybe I should have bought more, but to be honest, I'd rather have money to buy Titans than spies. More useful. Titans are, and the like. So, right, I've got my build list to do, and yeah, I think I'm going to take a minute out now to do that. Something I've just remembered is I never got round to sacking this hero or hiring this hero. I assume it's still bugged, so I will dismiss them, I believe. I'm not going to even bother testing it out. Right, so let's confirm. So yeah, that frees up a slot. I've updated the build list this turn, and I've actually bought a couple of things. I bought a battleship down on Goy, gonna need it down there, and I also decided to buy some transports on Yarn Prime as well, since I think I'm getting a bit low on them. Well, 16, yeah, I want to keep more than that, 20, 25 at least. So I've got tiny bits of movement left this turn. I've moved up transports and all of my fleet up here. Just got one bomber in the factory making a jump gate, so they're grouped up there. Next turn I will more than likely be attacking there with every combat ship I've got. I've got these transports which I might as well now try and get into this system, so I think the quickest route is bringing them over there. And what's left? The only things left are over here. So I've got this Titan, which is now in a dialogue system. Let's take out this, I think. Assume I've got enough. Yeah, I assume I can't put up a fight against it. Ooh, maybe I was wrong. That's only good victory chances. Hope I haven't messed up here and gone and gonna take a ton of damage on this Titan. Let's take command. Okay, so they've got ships back here. What is that? Is that a normal starbase? Yes, it is. It's not a battle station. Right, so they have cruiser, old Mercolite missiles, old bombs, point defense, mass drive, and ion pulse beam. Not too impressive, is it? They have battle pods there. I should have taken a look in the dialogue screen actually to see what ground combat they have for later on. Right, so I'll have to maybe load an old save to figure it out at some point. Could do that. Right, for now, let's get going. Take out the missile base first of all. Well, I say that. Perhaps I'll take out the star base since I've fired it on already. Right, so let's take out that now. Halt. You know what? Could they try and ram me? They could do. Let's take that out then first. You know what? I'm worried about that. Let's pull back. Okay. Let's attack there. Right. Is there anything left? I can see it. It's under it. Oh, it looks like I took out the missile base at some point. Right. Yeah, it doesn't look like I had anything to worry about. I've got a huge amount of guns on this. Right. Brilliant. Let's have a look at the colony. 7 normal marines. They don't have powered armor. Probably have about the same or slightly better combat bonuses. This should be rather easy to invade them. Powered armor seems to be incredibly important, actually. Right, my fleet's here. Let's bring that up. That was making an outpost, which I probably don't need anymore, do I? So, you know what? Let's bring that forward. Can build another jump gate down here instead. Okay, so that's all of the movement done over there. And I don't think I have any movement to do over there. Yeah, so Goy's gets a battleship to deal with that. I'll buy transports there and come over there after I dealt with that situation. Let's end the turn. So I'm about a few turns away from buying another Titan. Unless I buy some more transports, which actually I may. But, yeah, we're going to be getting more Titans, put it that way. Couple of turns. Ooh, what are they bombing here? A couple of turns I get the phaser modifications, which means I may very well want to upgrade my ships. They've attacked the outpost somewhere with a small fleet. I have no idea. Oh, it's a Goy. Right. Yeah, I could do with that battleship coming in then. Okay, I think it said our chances were bad, which is not something I ever want to see, but it's only a crappy outpost, so it's not a big deal. I think I'll try and take down those first of all. So my outposts, they have battle scanner, dauntless guidance, missiles, pulse-on missile, phaser point defense. Yeah, all this is automated, of course. I don't have a choice. Right, they're in the nebula, so if they do get hit, they're not going to have shields. AI doing a sterling job with its tactics there. Okay, let's take that one. Did say I had bad chances, didn't I? Well, I think it was perhaps incorrect. Okay. So I think, yeah, that outpost is en route to Menta. Enemy spy discovered on no location Psilon. Actually, it doesn't say the planet. It's just in general. So I'm going to capture that. Now I thought my jail was full already, so I'll have to have a look in a minute. Mission success.
So you take the 2 and multiply by... Oh, controller! What was I going to say?
Pollution has critical level. The colony has critical level of pollution. Not sure where that is. I'm going to have to figure that out. So let's have a look in espionage then. Capture spies. Oh, yeah. Because I wiped people out, the spies were killed, and that freed up room for the jail. So, can't... Yeah, there's plenty of room to stick people in there. I would hope that there would always be room no matter what, but I'm not sure if there is, as I think I've mentioned before. Alright, so Aurora Prime is the place where pollution is getting at hand. I just completed the deep core mine, I think it's called, isn't it? So it's skyrocketed, but I am getting that up. I may have to lower that. What's that? An extra 200 come in? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. But I can figure that out in a minute. Okay, so let's do the automated movement this turn. Terran fleet does happen to reside there still. That fleet's coming down. Misha was infiltrated. Let's revolt. That says colony up there. Virus lost a population. Maybe I'll get around to buying that gravity generator eventually. Guess who? There's a threatening fleet. And yeah, I'm going to take a minute out then to update my build list, and then we've got some pretty important combat coming up.